Alright guys, I don't know if you can hear me properly because of the water here, but it's just going to be that sound. And now I'm just going to show you the process of doing it. Earlier today I made these templates here. It's kind of like an Aventador style, and then we got the directional. Here is the inside of an ECLIPSE taillight lens. If you guys haven't seen one of these, this is the inside of a lens. You have, this looks like the driver's side, so this is the driver's side. We have the I think this is the brake light. This one is the DRL, or the running light. This is the turn signal. So there's also a clear part here that went here. It's like a chrome. I don't know if I have it still. I probably threw it away. But this is what it looks like. Of course the chrome is still on here. This is a newer-ish taillight, but as you can see, I'm risking it to use it for custom taillight. So here's a lens. Oh shit, that was my phone. Here's the lens. Still good amount of clear on it, or good amount of shine on it. That's probably one thing that I'm gonna do for the other one, is gonna clear it. But I am done with the other one, so I'm just gonna show you guys one side. So let's get on to it. So these are the templates, like I said, I used. Here you go. It's kind of like a Aventador style, like I said, but I made it in two pieces because I didn't have a long enough acrylic. But that's what it looks like. So we're gonna get on to it. You can set aside the housing for now. You're not gonna need it until you're gonna put it back on. You're gonna need some type of it depends how you want to do it. So for my case, I'm gonna have the kind of sequential style run along this whole entire area here. And all the black you see is basically not going to show, but I use it as more as like a template, so I know where to put the LEDs. As you can see, it loops around here pretty nicely. I don't know if you guys can see it because it's clear, but yeah, this whole area is going to be illuminated by this LED strip here. This is a this is a sequential LED strip. I got it from Amazon. It's a 2-pack. Here it came with, I think this is 24 inches. Yeah, this is 24 inches. As you can see, it's trimmable as well. Yeah, see these cut marks here? You can actually trim it to certain lengths. Also comes with double-sided tape, which is really handy. It is see-through, so it doesn't leave like a white mark or whatever. Here is the control module, or I don't know what you can call this. It's kind of like a, I don't know, you can something sequential module. Basically you have your wiring, the name of the module, and then you have the wiring. There you go. So it has the red, yellow, and black. Basically your positive 12 volt or your constant 12 volt, your black meaning your negative or your ground. In this case it's a negative, and then you're also your yellow, your positive. As you can see, it has the little symbols there, so you can identify it. So that's going to be your signal wire. So here you go. Here's the wiring for them. So yeah, we're just gonna run this across this, preferably on the other side. So we're gonna release the tape, or double-sided tape, and we're just going to run it all the way across. I already measured it, so it's long enough. Yeah, we're just gonna run these two. Of course, we're gonna run 2 sequentials, and that's it for the sequential. Let me go over the LEDs now. Let's go for LEDs here. I listed it here. So this is just a random LED strip. You can get it on eBay, Amazon, wherever you can get an LED strip. This is, I think I read it there, it's red 5054 LED 12 volt. So this is all the information that you're gonna need. Sizing doesn't really matter. I just decided to get a full roll because it was cheaper. Anyway, as you can see, it's the spacing per inch. I think it's about 3 an inch. Let me get the ruler out here. So yeah, here you go. Individual LEDs per socketed. So those gold marks you see is actually your cut points and your solder points. So any other in between won't work. So you can't have 4, you can't have 5, you can have 6, but up to those 3 lines or solder points is you can mod them to. And I'm gonna run a red, and then turn amber when you're turning, of course, and then go back to red. So that's it for these two. And for this arrow design kind of thing, I want to have a running light here, so this is going to be a running light and a brake light. So I'm going to have it, these are all going to be red. My dad said when he suggested, when I finished the other one, to make these 3 amber, or these couple ones, because if you look at the lens, you have this dent here, and it's kind of like, I never knew it was a dent here. I always looked at this whole lens as a whole, but you see this dent, it's kind of like a raised lip. There you go, you can see it. So this is a raised lip here, and my dad was suggesting just make this amber, because, you know, who else is going to see that close? But it's okay, I guess it works like that. So yeah, that's it for the red, I think. Yellow, I've trying to find a way to make it yellow, but for now, this is another LED strip that I would recommend. It's a yellow LED, 12 volt, 2834. Again, these are 2 different types of LED strips. As you can see, it's a lot more brighter on this one because this is a different LED. So these are more for like I don't know, underwater, because it's waterproof. Just another thing, I might use these for another project, so keep that in mind. So the most important one are you going to need is the 5054 if you want to make it bright. And some other tools you want to need, or you're going to need, I don't know, you can get a soldering gun. This is just an average Banggood one that I get, so make sure you got a nice tip on there, because you want to make those nice welds. And also some welding wire. You know, you can get this at Home Depot or whatever, or Fry's if they still have that open. Here is the silicone that I use for it. Another thing is this is the important part. So if you're gonna make these lights, running lights, you're gonna need some type of resistance to make them brighter. So I actually looked on how to make it. I throw a schematic here real quick. Diodes, I know they're kind of sharp. This is a resistor, this is a diode, so two diodes and 1 resistor. I'm gonna actually mark the direction. So this is gonna be positive. That looks like an X. And this is also positive. This is also positive. So it's all positive here, all positive power. The direction of flow, it goes that way. This end goes to a positive end of these will go into here. As you can see here, we have the taillight running lights, or DRLs. Here is the brake lights, and it's going to send power here. Basically how this diagram works is when you step on the brakes, all that power is going to go through the diode, of course, sending flow in one direction. That's what the diode is for, and into the lights, allowing them to illuminate. For the taillight running light, you're going to switch it on, and when you brake, it's going to meet here, right? It's going to hit the resistor, basically limit the amount of power, right? And then it's going to go through. So I don't know if you guys got lost in that, so we're just going to go ahead and move on to the next. This is the red amber. You can also get the white one for your headlights. Right now I'm doing taillights, so
can never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you the right.
I go all the way to the end here. This area is just going to be aluminum taped. That's also another thing I would suggest to a battery, but it is a 12 volt power source. So yeah, as you can see the rating on there. I don't know if you can see that. Get that full brightness, so let's run it there. It's not gonna burn it out or anything, so don't worry. Alright, here is the sequential now. As you can see, looks pretty clean. Yeah, there's no dead LEDs. Everything seems to be working. It's pretty freaking bright. Jesus. I'm gonna have, like I said, I'm gonna have the running light and the brake light there. So to do that, I'm going to use this 5054 LED strip. If If you guys weren't here for the beginning of the video, this is a 12 volt, so about what, 27 and a half, yeah, 27 and a half inches of this. I don't know, I guess there you go, 27 and a half of this, right in the middle of the whole unit itself. I'm gonna go ahead and tape this up directly on the plastic, like so. For the double-sided tape, I don't know what I can usually do with this one. I usually use a aluminum foil tape to hold it down. So here we go.
When the night is over, my life is over, 'cause I start thinking again.
Use manual focus for this time, because people be weird about autofocus sometimes, so especially me, I'm kind of weird about it. You don't want to solder like this, by the way, like vertically, just because you don't get a lot of it out. But this works for our case. Just like that. Hold it right on top. Yeah. There you go. This is usually my least favorite part, when you solder it and then you find out, oh shit, it's the other way. Let's get it in permanently here. There you go. So that's just how it's gonna look like with the brake light, and that shit is bright as hell. I can barely see it. I'm gonna get through the camera. That's the turn signal wire. And that's the sequential. It's pretty clean how this all turned out too. It's just, you know, if I put foil on it, of course it's gonna illuminate a little bit more better, but that's how it looks like. Pretty clean, pretty clean. Alright guys, welcome back. 4, 8, 12, 14. So we need 14 LED. Okay, put a little bit onto the solder here. Soldering iron. Like so. Okay. Because I don't know, it's just reverse polarity. For some reason it is reverse. Stick it on here. There you go. Black is positive. Here we have the negative. I don't know how good my camera is here, so kind of have to go the way by I'm speaking. And bam, that's your first set. You just do that 14 times, and then it's simply just slide it on like so, right above the bottom line of that. That is a pretty good connection, if you ask me. Okay, now I just got it all done. Options here. It's just a 3 LED unit. Just made like a whole bunch here, as you can see, whole bunch. Now your job is to just match them up all throughout these all 14 of these like individual. These are like kind of like separate LED strips, and then they line up on arrows here, just like that. We're just gonna go ahead and tape these up, do the same process we did for the longer strip. Alright, we just about got it done. Let me get you guys a closer look on this. As you can see, there's still a bunch of little still clear spots. You can see it's a little bit more clear spots, but overall it looks pretty damn good. So yeah, let's get it all powered up and wired. So here's how we're gonna do it. We're gonna wire these in parallel. So we're gonna have negative, negative. We're gonna have one negative, one black wire going throughout this side, and we're going to connect them all here, and then we're gonna bridge it here, connected to this side of negatives, of course, and then do the same for the red. In this case, the negative is actually the red wire, and the positive is a black, so I won't mind it. We just need to make sure everything works. So when we all connect it together, we're going to test it. So that's the other side. It's upside down, but as you can see, it fills up most of the gaps. You won't see it, like all the imperfections, because it'll just shine through these LEDs. So yeah, all right. So like I said, just measure out the length from the last one. So you have a gap right there, so you can connect your wire. So just the middle part should show up now. There you go. Take it off the thing. So that's what it looks like. I think that one's trash, so I think I need to do something about that one, but everything else seems to be in order. Yeah, looks good. It's supposed to be like the other way, but yeah, looks good. So that's what it looked like currently. Everything seems to be in order all the way across. So yeah, plus the sequential. Let me add the sequential light real quick. So something like that. Wow, wow. Goes back to red. Yeah, but there's a line in here. It's on the edge of this, and I just glue it on. Just using some super weld here. You can get this at I don't know, anywhere, but. Alright guys, there's also apps called, it's called Lux Light Meter Pro. You can get it at App Store or whatever. This actually measures the amount of light intensity coming out. So the way you can do it is, it starts like this. You can just tap it and then it'll know different light intensities. So you can see it changes everywhere. But when you hold it, the light starts adjusting automatically. So if you were to put your hand across it, of course that's 0, and then it'll go higher. So when we go here, right on the light, it averages about what? Depends where it's at. It's about a 300 average. That's if you want to test, like, you know, if it's getting too hot or anything like that. So guys, just about what, 5 minutes, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna take off the clamps here. It's always good to have clamps, especially if you're dealing with glue. I don't know. That's my personal preference, actually. Let's see if everything's set down. So I think we still need to do a little bit more here. A little bit more here, as you can see. And this end as well. So I'm going to push that down here and get that closed. But all around, it looks pretty good all around. Yeah, all down. Okay, now that you got it all glued down and everything seemed to be flush, let me just show you guys. It seemed to be flush. Nothing pokes out or anything. So now we're on to the bigger thing, is to silicone it up. So this is how I'm going to do it. I use this stuff, cheap stuff. You know it works, I guess. So we're just going to hit it on the sides here. And we're going to force feed it on. You know how it is. Going to clean it first, of course, the inside, just in case if there's any contaminants or anything like that. This lens is a lot more nicer. This light still has amazing clear on it. I mean, if you can see that shine, that is crazy. So, now we're going to put it onto the lens. So let's hope to God this doesn't go all the way here. There, simple as that. If you need heat, then it should be fine. Right now I'm just working it across, so making sure you get every little nook and cranny where it's supposed to be. Okay, so just make sure you get it far in. There's going to be some leakage. After that, if it's just sitting like that, like this, you can see the design a little bit more better there. That looks pretty clean. Just grab your clamps again. Alright guys, I'm back. I usually get a rag here. I go hot dog style like this. One here, one here, one here. Okay, as of now, I'm just cleaning up here. That's where it resides for a little while. I'm gonna check back and then reposition the clamps here so I can get a little bit closer on every edge, but that is pretty close. This is how it's gonna look like. If you guys haven't seen it already, I'll post more on my IG and all that, so I'll show you guys real quick. A quick demonstration on how these are going to look like. So what you're looking at right now is the tail light for the passenger side. As you can see, You can clearly see the design besides that little reflector part there. I think that's because this is a brake light here. It wants it to you know, just illuminate a little bit more better directionally. So we're going to demonstrate how it is going to look like. For the sequential running lights, these are how is it going to look like. I'm going to attach it to a 12-volt battery source here. Okay, so that would what it look like. Running. This is running light, a lot more dimmer. This allows you to actually see the design without getting totally blinded. But now looking at it, it looks pretty good. Now when you step on the brake, which looks really cool, so you can see there is a dead LED right there. I don't know, I don't want to go back in there, it's already glued up and everything, but let's try to get both of them there. There you go. It's supposed to alternate at the same time, but get that. Which really cool. Down to the bottom corner there. If you move this wire down, it actually connects it almost, but you know, everything's not perfect. What's up, guys? Today I'm gonna show you on the taillights. I know I didn't show you before, but so this is how it looks like. It's on top of the truck right now, but I just wanted to give you guys a closer look on what it looks like on the DSM real quick. I actually use a different silicone than the one used in the video, so and the gap is a lot more cleaner here. Let me just switch to manual focus. Anyways, the gap is a lot more cleaner. You can see all throughout over here and all that. So yeah, I just decided to switch up the silicone. All the gaps will now close. So that's one side. As you can see, you still see the reflector. It's a lot more cleaner now because I cleaned it up a lot more. All this is all extras, but as you can see, it's all sealed. Nothing's opening or anything like that if I squeeze it. So the other side as well. This is the bad side. I turned $20 lens into something that you guys probably be asking questions later on, be like, oh, where'd you get those taillights? Well, these are 100% custom, my guys, as you can see. So yeah, just wanted to show you guys the gaps and all the if I wasn't clear, then go ahead and shoot me a message on what materials you guys are looking for, interested in. But yeah, all right.